party. Yes, he's here with us in the studio. I don't do this alone. Okay, so Okoyemi Akinde is also here in the studio. Okoye, we meet again on this table.
Again and again. Good morning, Lagos. Good to have us back.
All right, yes. So as we mentioned earlier, we have Sir Akinwale Kola. What to expect from NRM party in Lagos and, moving forward, Lagos, actually. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about. Ikeja Okoyemi is here. Sir Akinwale is also here. My name still remains Omobola Sandra. Of course, after a short while, we will be our guest this morning. We'll open up the phone line very soon. Okay, and just in case you're out there somewhere that Sir Kola Akinwale is a member of, and that's under that same a lot of people are going to be asking a lot of questions, I know, but the first thing, of course, good morning.
Well, good morning, Omobola. Good morning, Okoyemi, and good morning. I think you have to win it to qualify, so I just like to keep it on the down low. Okay. My name is Kola Akinwale. I'm a full-fledged Nigerian. I've grown up here in CMS Grammar School, where I was a senior prefect. Went to University of Lagos, and I think my dad got upset because after a year of law school, I decided that technology was my thing. I don't want to keep, about 30 years, been directors at Barclays Capital, being do as a consultant. I've got to get, I still do as a day job. I just want to build up my own. I've been coming back here, even though abroad for the last, from my people. I'm not a politician anymore. He said, no, he said, neither am I. I said, so that's really me in a nutshell.
I don't know how I'm going to put this for the seat in State House of Assembly.
Well, it's actually very interesting. What do you mean by political experience? Look, politics is about relationship building and management. We all do that. We all manage relationships. I mean, yesterday you reached out to our people. And I have always believed that, not here to knock anyone. I think the government is doing the best they can. But we haven't done enough. And that's why our country is where it is. We're so far behind. And if we can't get that, then we failed. And that's what I told Mr. Akinwale. If we can change things, then we definitely have no right to be here. So it's about competence. It's about getting things done. It's not just about talk. This is time for action. We need to change the narratives in Lagos, in Ikeja, and in Nigeria. That's the bottom line.
Okay, you're actually running for one of the most, let me say, important part of Lagos, which is Ikeja. You're a collaborator.
Yes, sir.
And you also attest to the fact that politics is about, bringing ideas to the table, working with people and ideas. The Lagos you see right now, as against the Lagos you grew up at, put it side by side, what exactly has gone wrong within this period?
Thank you. It's actually interesting. I mean, we could be here, spend a lifetime just talking about that, but I'm just going to unpick it just gradually. First of all, if you look at the road network, okay, I could not believe it. I started driving here at the age of 13. My parents have made that privilege. I had cars and all that. When I first came back, I could never drive. I had to make sure I had a driver. Driving is crazy. 30th country, 30th states in the world. I'm actually just not happy with the state of things. So much has gone wrong. The education system has gone backwards. If you don't will not get married because I just can't get a job. Everything has regressed. When I was growing up, I used to work in IBWA, UBA, vacation job, and people tell me Nigeria is okay. Well, Nigeria is not okay if you live in other parts of the world where they have an enabling environment
where things are being done properly.
I'll give an example. My daughter, my youngest daughter, my daughter, she's 22. She came out of uni just 2 years ago, and the job she walked into, believe me, please assist. Everything out there is done on merit. Can we do the same thing here? Yes, we can. Our biggest problem, and I repeat that, is lack of competent
Two is one concern that's got so much things going on, entertainment-wise, energy-wise, and all of those things. So what are you bringing to the table? What do you...
Well, thank you. First of all, government, as I said, is about collaboration, okay? I think it's twofold. First of all, it's the people we put in power, the corridors of power. I've said this, we cannot allow other parties. Let's dilute the kind of people that we bring into the house. That's going to force you and I to have conversation. So, for example, I'll say that for Ikeja, I want to try and get the roads done. Last time, I build you out on
it's about lobbying.
Yeah, exactly. And it's about that engagement, and it's about, knowing that, making sure that you address issues that, because there's so much going that's not gone well in our space that we need to fix. But if we are not even able, even if you get bills through the house, don't forget part of what we do is also oversight. It's his center in Ikeja, and I was there with, Mr. Akibret, with my mentor, also running for the governorship, and we met this guy, 2 arms, off. But this guy, was abroad, wherever you go, you can see that they've catered for them. And he said, not a lot. He said, yeah, there's this special people's bill that's been passed. He said, I said, well, okay, that's passing, but from 1 to 100%, how much the cost, of, so we're talking about now full implementation of the Special People's Act, okay, and how that will. So I said, look, we work with you. I'm not disabled, but you can tell me what the low-hanging fruits are. Let's go and push. This has become a tipping ground. I cannot believe that that's the case. People, there's no planning. There's nothing. If there's a waste agency, then maybe they're not collecting fast enough. Or we need to look at how do we make it. In the first 100 days, there's so many low-hanging fruits. There's so much we can achieve that your government can't. So, I don't have a right to be there for 4 years. In England recently, the Prime Minister went in 45 days.
I was out.
Because in that whole lovely, bright minds, and I say, gosh, I'm 59, but I knew when I was 20, 18 and all that. And I said, guys, how many of you are, have gone through uni and graduated? Hands went up. I thought, wow. I said, how many of you are gainfully employed? Only about 4. I have friends who got 2, 3 graduates. What we see we don't like. When you do, will come. So it's not just about me. I want to live here. I'm living here. I want to die here. But in my lifetime, I want to see a kind of Dubai in Nigeria. And we can make that happen. Get these guys over. That's not my function, by the way. Get them alongside. Let's get them, train our people. And then send them back to Dubai or wherever it is. And let's start transforming.
Lagos State is a one-party state. And I'm going to say this, with all level of responsibility, especially from 1999 till now.
Yes.
It's just been, from AD to ACN to APC, it's just come from the same roof.
Correct.
And you're coming with in quotes, if you permit me, a relatively unknown party.
Correct.
What are you bringing differently? Or you feel, it's time Lagosians or your constituents in Ikeja constituency 1 look beyond the regulars and think deep, and let's give NRM an opportunity.
Okay.
What are you bringing differently?
Okay, so let me first of all, can I just quietly correct you there? I think a party is made up of people. So let's really put the party aside. NRM has been a political vehicle for me to satisfy INEC and be able to be in the starting blocks, and so was Mr. Breto, the governorship candidate. But going forward, it's going to be a lot more than that. We've got to look at the people. Look at the people. You're going to see new faces, people like us who have been waiting to sit down. They look, and I have failed my country too, because I probably should have been involved earlier. Oh yeah, definitely. But my parents, I'm not going to blame them of late. I didn't send it to university to go and start routing and blah blah blah. So you sort of and then of course it's so easy for me to have been out of the system, coming in and just observe. But if you think about it, we were hoping that, because there are good Nigerians too. So every 4 years you hope that this is
someone different.
Exactly. And I'm 59 years of age, running for House of Assembly. I'm probably the oldest person. If you look at the list on the House of Assembly list, people say, "Kola, go for Senate." I said, no, I need to go down there and learn. I've never been in this before. But what I offer is that I can get the job done. Look, this is like a program, really, a program that needs to happen in Lagos, in Ikeja. And if you bring the very best people here, and we have them in this country who've never left, we can get that done. So what I'm saying is, come 2023, this is the responsibility of our voters to vote from a point of pain. Vote, with your heart and your head, and think about, what, I'm voting for change. Let's put different people in. We are recycling the same people. And I'm not here to knock anybody this morning, but you can't keep doing the same thing the same way and expect it. Yeah, definitely. Look, at the end of the day, we have a track record. I'm on LinkedIn. Check me out. See what they've written. I didn't ask for it. But for me, I live for getting things done. I'm inspired by, I keep mentioning Mr. Braithwaite. Every time we mention his name, they talk about late Uncle Tunji Braithwaite. He never ruled in this country, but he left a positive legacy. And I told my big any big shoes to fit to. Now, my Akinwale has never been in politics before. You cannot Google and find anything anywhere. I have a cousin who's been awesome with me. He's a journalist like yourselves, Funsho. It's been amazing. I've never seen him in 42 years. But when he met me 3-4 weeks ago, he said, Egmo, I'm so inspired. And he's put his career aside. He's here in the studio with me, out there. And he's been helping me to, get opportunities on the media, because these things are expensive. And come on, I'm not an ADC or PDP. I don't come with a war chest.
Okay, now you admit that we've got those two people with the war chest.
Yeah, of course they do. Of course they have a war chest. But see, in this game, it's not going to be about a war chest. It's not going to be about that. It's going to be about the
content.
Capability, credibility, examine the candidates. Yes, definitely. We have competent Nigerians. Well, you see, this challenges this. If you cannot even afford to buy the form, and my form wasn't cheap, so to even get in my look, I went to CMS Grammar School, and when I went to meet my boys, I said, guys, I want to get in politics. They were, Collar, we've helped someone before with about 10 mil. He didn't even get out of the primary. So, Collar, go and put your skin in the game, which means take your money out of your own pocket.
And get the form first.
No, not just this. Those we are getting the form. And get through the primaries. And then look, you said NRM. I wasn't an NRM. I actually was an ADC.
Okay.
And
I was coming to that.
Yeah, well, and I used to be the National Membership Mobilization Secretary. Mr. Brady was the BOT Secretary. These are powerful positions in the party, and this is guys who have been in here for a year. The website for ADC today, I was part of the team responsible for getting that website up and running. That's part of what I do. So we're all about change. We have a group called Nation Builders. So we are builders. And anybody that wants positive change in Nigeria is a nation builder in my eyes. So it's been a very interesting journey so far. Very mixed. Everybody wants shishi.
Very mixed.
Nobody.
Maybe I understand that the undertone is very mixed, because I was going to come to that. Let's talk about monetization of election in this country. I know you came in from a system where people do things on merits. I mean, people literally walk up to you and say, you know what, come and do this. We've seen your track record. We've seen where you're coming from. We've seen the things you've been able to do. But in this part of the world, my proud part of this world, literally every single meeting you do, every single visit you do, every single opinion leaders or molders you interface with, somebody is expecting you to drop something. And you just talk about the money bags, the big political parties. How much do you think that could work against you as we move into this election?
Thank you very much. When my family found that I was in politics, there was a quick meeting. I said, Kola, what have you done? Have you gone and mortgaged your property and bringing money? I said, no. And you see, Mr. Brito and I mean, he's a massive guy in my life. As a mentor, I've always wanted somebody that's doing something. This guy's done massively well. So as someone I looked up to, and we decided very early on that, look, we are going to bring our own brand of politics to this. Yes, there's money to be spent on posters, that's fine. But what we're not doing, we're not vote buying. That's not really going to happen. And at the end of the day, I have spoken with people who have spent millions, they borrowed, they lost. And at the end of the day, they're so emotionally, psychologically broken. Yes, I'm here I want to play to win. And I'm not just playing games. I'm not here about the popularity. I want to serve my country. So make no doubt about that. That's why the size of the party, it's not about the dog and the fight, but the fight and the dog in what we are in. And you know what? We're bringing everything. We are going to go at this, without having to. I'm not going to go offering money to people. What I've told people when they've approached me is this: look, I put my skin in the game. Okay, I've changed my whole life. I now live here permanently. Home, blah, blah. So I actually have two homes. I've got my family in England, but I have my own home here just to really be here. That's my skin in the game. Every day I'm out there, I'm doing this. Where is your skin in the game? What are you going to do to support that process? If somebody runs around for you, you have to. Can I afford to pay?
I'm going to have to pay a lot.
Yeah, right. Of course. I'm going to go in breaking news. There's an emergency alert that's been put out. There's fire outbreak currently at Ascon, inside Oremeji bus stop before Mowe. So there are 6 inward Lagos or outward Lagos, but just let's put that place on high alert. Emergency alert, so you can be on the alert as you go that route. All right, so moving on back to Ballot 23 right now. I just to the institute transparency in Lagos State finances. Lagos State has the highest. How that happens, I don't know. But if you say you are committed to instituting transparency in Lagos State finances, what exactly?
The domestication of the Freedom of Information Act, and I think that's very, very important. I think the challenge we've had in the way we manage finances has been around transparency. I have an example. I live around Oregon. Judubega, a whole scenario there. So we enjoyed that. So I went out there, had fun, coming back, and it took me just about 40 minutes. The roads from Augusta is actually very nice, and there's one pothole. And what really upset me is this: it's further up, you can see it's clear, but where's the bottlenecks? Okay, is that eat every day? And I even thought that, you know what, because the government tends to do something in the election year, they go and do some cheap, low-hanging fruits to then, get people's mind twisted in a way to vote for them. And I'm surprised they're missing this. But, there's something, I'm a man of faith. And you know what? It's time to deliver Nigeria. It's time to deliver Ikeja. It's time to deliver Lagos. So one man, one party, two parties will not dominate us anymore. I believe that Nigerians are woken up, and I believe Nigerians come 2023 are going to put their minds and their hearts into voting. They are very, very smart, and they are going to vote for people across the parties. We will break the system. We'll break this dominance of the two parties. Watch this space. We haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, before we invite the listeners to join the conversation, let me quickly ask you this. If I'm supposed to be your constituent, and then I have a PVC, and then I'm willing not to go the way of the status quo, that's the supposedly big political parties, I just want something different.
Yeah.
But I have that PVC. What would you tell me that would make me take that extra effort? Okay, I didn't want to vote for the presidency. I'm not interested in who becomes the governor.
Yeah.
I don't care about who the senator is. I just want my House of Assembly member to be someone that would deliver.
Yes.
Convince me to give you that mandate.
Thank you. I'll tell you that vote for someone who you will have access to, free access. So consultation.
That's key.
Yes, definitely. I was telling my guys, I said, look, guys, get ready. I may not always be able to meet everyone, but there has to be a clinic open where people can come. They can come and shout. I don't mind being shouted at. So that, and I want a position where I can am actually able to say, look, this is what we try to do in the House. There's this bill, we are pushing it. They need that continuous feedback. I see honorables at a Koyi club spraying money and all that. I don't want to be the kind of honorable people are spitting at. And I've said this and I'll repeat this. If I'm not seen to be delivering as a legislator in Ikeja 1, then please, I don't want to see out 4 years. It's not my father's right to be there for 4 years. We have to start addressing things differently. We have a responsibility to serve and to provide evidence that we are doing what we're doing, not just parading around, posing around in nice vehicles, allocations, and all that craziness. In England and abroad, you get judged on what you do. And if you look at the government out there, what are they doing? Somebody wants to build on what someone else has done. What are we building on here? It's not right.
All right, thank you very much. We can open up the phone line now. So we have as a guest in the studio on Ballot 23 this morning, Sir Kola Akinwale. He's a member of NRM party. And just in case you're wondering what NRM means, because I know we have to keep saying that. National Rescue Movement, that's the party, National Rescue Movement. And he is running to be a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly for Ikeja Constituency 1. All right, so you have the floor if you want to ask any question or you have anything that you want to say as regards the conversation we're having this morning. 091 36 000 410 091 36 000 410. That's the number for you to call, or you can send a text message or a WhatsApp message. And don't forget that we're also live on Facebook, and we're also live on our YouTube channel at Mainland 98.3 FM. So you can also watch the program there. All right. Let's take this one. I also have some other questions I'd like to ask. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Yes. Good morning.
This is Patrick Okoro from Ikorodu.
All right.
That your guest there, you say he's from London.
It's
And his party.
Hello? Well with you.
And his party, NRN, NN was NR. NR what?
NRM.
And his party is not me in my own constituency here. In my own polling booth here in Ikorodu here. That party is not known here.
That's why it's here for you to know about the party.
Yes, I'm going to my polling booth on 25 of February. I don't think that's in party in this from. If you want to win, your party should come out for rally. We are not seeing them. No campaign, nothing. I'm calling for it to the person.
Okay.
Thank you.
You should do more better. You should do more better. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have to go and check again if Ikorodu is actually under Ikeja.
No. I mean, I understand what he's saying.
No,
the
before
party has a gubernatorial candidate.
Can I
before we
respond?
go deep into that, of course, hopefully, if we can get the gubernatorial candidate,
I would
down
actually
here.
like to respond if you don't mind.
Okay.
Because
No problem.
up until recently, I was Mr. the gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Brito's DG, yes, DG, but I now have a DG for him because it was getting too much for me to run mine and run his. Now, and what the man said is true. Every time I mention NRM, they tell you
that's why I had to keep saying what it means.
Right. But you see, if you think about it, even every big party had baby steps out of the blocks. Okay, this party was it, and we will this man in here, and I'll put him. I think it's becoming to equal.
Right.
Thank you for your call.
Be voting in his own ward or in his own area. I would have done that on myself. But the problem I'm having is he spoke perfectly what we expect to happen in this country. But the problem is the politics we run in Lagos is it must be my party in the state house of assembly. If Lagos can allow people to choose who they want in their zone, it will be a perfect thing to be done in Lagos State. But they will not allow that. They say it must be this party, it must be this party, if not this party, they will not allow that. What is he doing to liberate people, to liberate us? Because I would love to vote him. Because the way he spoke is the way a learned man in politics is supposed to speak with. We need people to change this thing of, if not A, they might will not do this. It's a very bad omen to have one party system in the whole House of Assembly. Not a good politics in the whole world. It's a very, very bad thing. If we can change this thing, I pray God will help us. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Desmond. Okay, you want to say something?
Yes. First of all, can I thank the lovely gentleman? You can feel the passion, and this is what we Nigerians have. Sir, if I can address you and address Lagos as well, and even address the nation, really, I don't know how far this goes. We actually have the power, sir. We don't. The liberations in our hands. We have tried the old the way of driving politics, going by the party in droves. But what we're trying to do today, and what we're appealing to you today, is let's put the party aside for once, and let's look in all the parties. And I mentioned APC, PDP, and every one of these big parties, small parties rather, or 18 parties. There are good people in there. We have the power in that PVC and our decision making and the choices we make to vote for them. If we vote for them, the good people, the competent people, the credible people, people who are servant leaders, people who are going to be responsible to you and accountable to you, then if we do that, sir, and many other Nigerians are appealing to you, in 2023 we will change the game. But we have to make that decision. There's nothing holding us back. One man or some people can never hold us back. Come on, I didn't come here to be a slave. I'm not a slave. You are not a slave. We are free people. So let's vote based on the freedom that we have.
All right, 09136000410, 09136000410, National Rescue Movement Party, and we've had quite an interesting conversation so far. Now we're leaving it.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Since I do from Bariga.
Okay.
Please, I want to ask the guest, what are they going to do about the LCD local government, who created in the regime of Obasanjo? Our Bariga is not working. Somolu is working. Bariga is not working. The way is Obasanjo that is not put allow them. Good luck come. You don't allow them. Buhari to come now. Nothing. They did nothing about it. And we are suffering. Our road, everything. We are not enjoying here. And Somolu, they are enjoying. Their chairman is working there. But our own, they will say they are not be giving money. It's only local government. It's the one that government know. What about our own local government?
All right.
So we are not going to do anything. They should return us back to Somolu now. That's what I want to ask, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I think I got that. So apparently you are representing your entire party this morning.
I am, and I actually like funny. Good morning again, lovely gentlemen at rank. I went to CMS Grammar School. It's based in Bariga. So spent good 7 years of my life there, GCSEs and then A levels as well. Yes, that play, if you go through there, Shomolu, it's actually really taking a downward trend for the worst. But that's not just Bariga, it's across Lagos State. Our roads are bad. You have people want pate, so the people are selling food, allowed to sell food on the roads. People park anyhow, people drive anyhow. There's some of the roads are poor, they're bad, lighting is poor, the drainage are poor. I'm sorry to say there's nothing that's working. It's not just in Bariga, my brother. It's all over Lagos. I don't know other parts of Nigeria. I only speak for Lagos and put money together and do the roads. They say, oh, no, it's a federal government road. But what is actually happening, I should touch on, is local governments should be held accountable for what's going on. They get allocations. Trust me, they do. And it just, the money gets shared amongst themselves. Nothing gets done. And what we can do, people do not know that you can actually take your local government chairman to court. A lot of us do not know what our rights are. Local government are responsible for the basic services that we are meant to enjoy, and to date, nobody has held them accountable. And that really needs to change. And, you really need to put in a set of people who understand what good governance is all about. Good governance is about accountability. It's about delivering change.
Well, I think with what we've heard so far, though, I think the NRM probably needs to do more as regards grassroots, campaigns. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Don Peters.
Yes, I'm calling from Ilikpeju. Good morning to your guest.
Good morning.
All his points noted. But there is something I will like to say. That's why I'm calling in. If there is any state that needs to be rescued from the ruling party, I think it's Lagos State.
Yes, sir.
Because in my own opinion, Lagos is most least governed state in Nigeria compared to the revenue they are generating. They are making so much money, but the citizens that is living in Lagos is suffering. Mm-hmm. Do you know that my office now is in Ilikpeju, but for me to come from First Park to Ilikpeju, I have to pass through Olile. Okay, there is no pipe-borne water. I grew up here in Lagos, most especially in the island. But when we are growing up in the late 80s and early 90s, there is a pipe-borne water everywhere. We don't know what is borehole. We don't know what is well. But this time around, in Lagos State, there is no pipe-borne water anywhere. All we have now is well. All we have now is borehole. Lagos is almost drinking a dirty water. Okay, so if there is a people that need to get serious, is the opposition party in Lagos, like this one that your guest is talking about. All of them need to, so Lagos, they need that action in Lagos State. They need to team up, okay, and rescue Lagos. So I have said before, in my own opinion, Lagos is most least governed state in Nigeria. When you compare, kind of, is in the hands of the individuals. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Don Peters.
Don't use it's a lovely point you made. I'm 59 years of age. If I came out of 59 trust me, I don't need politics. I'm making enough money in what I do in my career and technology, so I don't need even the drama. But I am pained. I'm a pained, proud Nigerian who wants change. And the point you made is very clear. The reason why we are in this position is because of the quality and competency of those who have ruled us. Mark my words. Look, as you said, the money is there. There are projects to be run. I told people, I said, people go to sites and you see them wearing agbada and all that. You see people in England and America, they'll go there in their shorts and all that to examine what's going on. There's nothing is being done. The projects are there. They're littered. There's what you call low-hanging fruits. In the first 100 days of any decent government, there's so much you can do in this country that people can say, wow. But you need the right people voted in. There are good Nigerians out there. Please find them and vote for them. And things will change.
All right, so I think we can take our last call for this morning. Hello, good morning.
Oh, last call. Good morning.
All right, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Arapon in Balakale.
Okay.
First, let me quickly react to the last statement. That is the attire, or that's our traditional attire. We may walk just like in the struggle we said, when ladies walk nakedly, men should walk blindly. You should not say because women walk blindly, nakedly, that's why you are raping them. So that has nothing to do with the kind of clothes you wear. If they are not competent, you are not competent. If they are competent, there's not change it. That's just about that.
Okay.
Secondly, I think why we normally get it wrong is that how will we let someone to be my state governor when the person does not maybe executed that leadership change, the party leadership change. And that's what that's the break my question to classic training. I think they think that going to the House of Assembly, you are going to make credible change and take whatever the challenges that come from the ruling party at the House.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. So yeah,
thank you very much.
So minutes.
Well, yes, just very quickly. Yes, my lovely gentleman at rank. Yes, our traditional outfit. It's something we're very proud of. I'm wearing one this morning, but I also believe that you dress for the occasion. If I'm going to site, I'm going to go there in short and go and train as I go and see what's going on. It doesn't change anything. And also, if you look at it, you talk about experience. I'm on LinkedIn. I've been an associate director at Barclays Capital. I've led teams of project managers. I've always been in leadership since the age of, I'll say about 16, 17 when I was a senior prefect in the grammar school. So my whole life has been about leadership. I lead organizations that I'm around. The competencies, credibility is there. I said I'm on LinkedIn. Kola Akinwale, please check me. I prefer to say BBC, amongst other things, and Barclays. So I am very competent, very, very capable. I'm a servant leader. It's not about me. It's about the team around me. And yes, we can get a job done in Lagos and change things.
Thank you so much.
Well, too bad. Or let me say too good. We've come to the end of this show today. But the idea of having Ballot 23 is just to open the conversation up the more. I mean, we have, a political roundtable 6 to 8 p.m. on Sunday. We have the situation room, just to bring in political parties that we feel their voices are not really being heard, but they've got a lot of content. And we've been speaking to Sir Kola Akinwale, aka Collaborator. So for the people around Ikeja Constituency 1, you need to start putting that name in your mind. Election is very much by the corner, and if you really want to move away from the status quo, then you need to start thinking of the NRM or maybe Kola Akinwale. So thank you once again for joining us.
Pleasure.
On the show today.
Thank you so much, guys. I had fun
Sandra.
here.
Hopefully, you'll be able to bring in Mr. Kimbraithwaite one very soon on the show.
Please do. He's available. Just let you come through me. I'll get him here. And he's even my mentor. Trust me, you haven't seen anything. He's really awesome.
Good. All right, we look forward to that. There. Thank you very much,
Sir
Akinwale, for joining us in the show. Yes, it was a pleasure hearing from National Rescue Movement. I think this is my first interface with anyone from NRM. All right, that's Okoyemi Akiyode. My name,
definitely pleasure.
My name still remains Omobola Sandra. Stay with us. On Wednesday is another day on Ballot 23, and as usual, of course, we'll be having a guest join us as we focus on the 2023 general elections. In the meantime, in a few minutes or in a few seconds, the global news at 12 will be on air.